In the early 70s, the government and the system seemed out of control. It could not hold the loyalty of the public. According to the University of Michigan survey research in 1970, trust in the government was low in every section of the population, and there was a significant difference by class. The Vietnam War was where much of the national mood and hostility towards the government and business came from. The war caused 55,000 casualties. It exposed the government of its lies and atrocities and caused moral shame. The war also brought a political disgrace of the Nixon administration. Nixon was exposed through Watergate, and this led to the first resignation from presidency in American history. Over $10 million in government money was used by Nixon on his private homes in San Clemente and Key Biscayne. Attorney General John Mitchell controlled a secret fund of $350,000 to $700,000. The money was used against the Democratic Party for forging letters, leaking false news items to the press, and stealing campaign files. Nixon originally tried to cover up Watergate, but as the news spread, he eventually had to resign as president on August 8, 1974. Due to many surveys, many people thought that Nixon was involved in the Watergate break-in or lied to cover up. All this controversy created tension between the people's view on the government. General Ford became nominated for president after Nixon resigned. The government kept Nixon's foreign policy. One of Ford's first acts as president was to pardon Nixon, saved him from possible criminal proceedings, and allowed him to retire with a huge pension in California. The establishment had cleansed itself of members of the club who had broken the rules. Most of the general dissatisfaction was due to the economic state of most Americans. Inflation and unemployment had been rising steadily since 1973. People were troubled most by inflation. Based off of many surveys, the Times reported that there was a substantial decline in optimism about the future.